Hey everyone, so this is going to be a speed test comparison here between the 2022 versus the 2020 iPhone SE's A15 with 4 gigabytes of RAM versus the A13 with 3 gigabytes of RAM. Clearing out our histories here of all time. And we'll get on out of that. Both do have screen protectors on. All the screen protectors I seem to have found are really bad with touch sensitivity, as you saw there. So hopefully we'll get these both to the sensitivity will be okay throughout this video, but the screen protectors kind of mess with it. I don't know why, but they do. And I cannot seem to find actually good ones here. So that was the percentage. So we're going to put in our better percentages here. So we have 67% versus 73. Big difference between these is going to be A15 versus A13, 4 gigabytes of RAM versus 3 gigabytes of RAM. And I believe the 2022 has a little bit of a bigger battery than the 2020, but from my research, they are basically the same on as far as battery life goes. As you saw, we did delete the history here. Just going to apple.com. So theoretically, the A15 in the 2022 should be faster. In other words, the iPhone SE third generation should be faster than the second generation. But of course, a lot of that depends on which one gets the Wi-Fi signal a little bit better. So if the A13 or the SE2 here gets a little bit of a better Wi-Fi signal at that exact moment, it might actually come out a little bit faster. Both are on the same Wi-Fi. Again, both have been cleared of their histories. We're going to go to bestbuy.com here next. Only real difference here is that I do have the magnified view on the 2020 turned on. I do not have that turned on the 2022. I just have not gotten that far in the setup. I actually just bought it last night, and I copied everything over from the 2020 into the 2022. So both of these are going to be very fast phones. Again, especially considering their prices. Personally, I bought both of these used, but they both have 100% battery life. Both were in basically new condition. This one even came with a screen protector on it already. But I spent $200 only on the 2022 and $120 on the 2020. Of course, brand new. The 2022 is going to run you, I believe it's $430, which is still a really good price in my opinion for this phone. You're basically getting an iPhone 13 in a smaller package, or an iPhone 13 mini with a smaller screen. Big chin and forehead. Again, both of these are very, very fast. The only thing we have open is Safari and then a calculator. And out of that. Alright, next we will go into offer up. And then we'll just hit wherever this one is. iPhone SE, 64 gigabyte. Go back here and do a quick search. Maybe, there we go. Both do have the swipe feature, which is very nice now. I know for a long time Apple did not do the swiping, but I really like the swipe. Let's go ahead and hit this Mercedes. No, it's not a Garmin. Try to keep that on open then. Let's go into Google Sheets. Exercise, which is like almost 3 years old now. Actually, it is 3 years old tomorrow. So I've not been using this for a long time. But there we go. Keep that on open then. Go to cars.com here. And then it should be on the same exact thing here. Again, this is magnified. That's why I cannot see the search bar when it's all the way up here. As the magnification makes everything bigger, but of course doesn't put as much stuff on your screen because of that. You go up here to sort. You can go up here to highest price. I think this actually won by a hair. Oh, it's only 35 or 35 grand. That had been an accident. So everything looks good. I believe both of these, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong here, are 60 hertz refresh rates. This actually seems a little bit choppier for some reason at the moment, the 2022, which is a bit weird. See that in there on the Outback. Got out of that, let's go into fetch. Which, if you don't know what fetch is, it's you put in your receipts and you get points for it, and over time you can buy stuff with said points, or you can do sweepstakes, stuff like that. But it does take a very long time. Both of these can play Roblox, no issues. Anything you want to throw at them in Max Graphics, I've had no issues with them at all. Going to Garmin Connect. Surprised I actually won by quite a bit there. Go back into that. Let's go into heart rate here. Go into 1 year. Tap and hold, or touch and hold, and it will give you finer. You can look at specifics there, I guess. I was going to the App Store. That's your Trevs. I completely missed on the SE. What did I just get rid of? Okay, we're back to how we were. I somehow got rid of Connect instead of Roblox. Or instead of App Store, excuse me. 1, 2, 3. That was basically instant on the 2022. But then that wasn't, so you know. So is there really a big difference between these two phones? No, not really. They're both very, very good phones still. Let's go into like Target app here. 1, 2, 3. Basically the same. We're going to Walmart. 1, 2, 3. Again, the 2022 is this much faster. Let's go into Subway. 1, 2, 3. We're using that. Okay. There we go. Go into YouTube. The bus is back. Volkswagen bus. Alright. You all let me know what you think on these. If you have one, which one do you have? Do you think it's worth upgrading? If you do have the 2020. So let's see, we lost 3% battery, we lost 2% battery, give or take. As of course, this could be on the verge of losing one. This may not have been. We'll keep those on open, of course. Scroll all the way back over. Come on, a little bit faster. Back into Safari. Again, 3 gigabytes of RAM on the 2020 versus 4 gigabytes of RAM on the 2022. We'll see if that makes any bit of a difference with these apps being open. I kind of feel like it's not going to, but we'll see. There we go. So no issues so far. I don't know exactly where we were, but maybe I accidentally hit it when I got out of there. So it was definitely not reset. Back in the fetch, which is still doing good. It's crazy how a little bit of RAM these both have compared to like Android phones, yet they do really very, very well. I mean, like that new Samsung S23 Ultra, 12 gigabytes of RAM, 4 times the amount of RAM that's in this thing. All right, let's see. This is definitely a little bit slower. Just going through these. Again, there's really no issues here. Target. And there's no issue whatsoever here. Again, these are basically the same phone, except for my 2020 is black. My 2022 is red. These might be able to make out by the edges there. Back in the subway. Y'all let me know what you think on that one. I think they both did a very minor reset there. I'm not really sure. I'm still going to say we had no issues. I really want to call that an issue. So again, 3% loss, 2% loss. Y'all let me know what you think. As always, I appreciate it. Hope you have a good one. See you next time. Goodbye.